So I want to show you how to make the big money with Uber and Lyft, right? And the example, I'm going to give you a high-end example and a low-end example. At this particular auction, there are two vehicles. Right now, at first we can only look at the pictures and say, okay, both cars have a lot of damage. In fact, this one over here, let me just show you briefly. For some reason, maybe they were trying to get to the motor, they couldn't. Somebody sawed this in half, right? This whole front hood in half. You can see it's cut in half. There it is. Look at it. It's cut in half. Now, at the auction, 95% of the people will stay away from a car like this. 95. They won't even touch it. Whoa, oh my God, the car's been cut up, it's been vandalized. No. Brian says no. This is a great opportunity. This is an S550. Okay, let's look at a different angle. S550, right? The perfect car for Uber luxury or Lyft luxury. Only one problem, one challenge. It's gray, right? But we can get around that. I can wrap that black for a couple of $100 and the car's black. The interior is already black. So it'll only cost a couple of $100 to convert this car from gray to black to make it qualify as a limousine. Now the hood, and by the way, I'm going to show you both scenarios here, and then I'm going to do the numbers. The hood, you're going to have to go to the junkyard. You'll spend a couple of $100, maybe even get a black one right away, just straight up black, so you don't even have to wrap it. Or if you have to get a white one, sure, you wrap it black, you've got the wrap. To weld this and fix it through an auto shop would cost too much money. So that's not the route to go. But the car itself is the perfect model to make $500 to $550 per week, renting it out to an Uber driver. So I will be there. And again, if I have to bid against some other people that are at this auction, if you go to the auction because of this video, that's cool. Maybe I'm bidding against you. If you get it, I'm happy for you. That's the way. I don't hold any grudges. I don't get upset at auctions. Somebody else gets it, I always go up to them and say, congratulations, I'm very happy for you. Shake their hand, maybe in the COVID times, you give them a fist bump and say, great, I'm happy you got this car. Right? That is the attitude that you have to have when you go in on auctions. Now, here is where we start doing the numbers. And by the way, we're going to do the numbers for both cars. We're going to do the numbers for the Prius, right? And I can see it has front damage. That's all I can see right now. So if it's not too bad, if that engine hasn't been pushed in and it's just a side swipe and maybe some repair work on the hood and the fender, the tire also seems to be flat. At first glance, this vehicle, you'd pick this vehicle up for $1,500, right? $1,500 to $2,000. You put a little bit of repairs into it. You'll be all set and done with this car at about $3,000. And this car will make you about $175 to $200 if you rent it out through hire car, if you rent it out yourself to a driver. So this is a money maker. You're going to be all in for about $3,000. Colors are not important, right? Because anything can go in that X category. But where it really, really gets interesting, my friends, is with this Mercedes. What would this Mercedes cost me if I go out there and I had to buy it straight up? So they say here a fair deal, which is a little bit above the price, is about $10,900. I would say that 2007 S550 should run for about $10,000 if you bought it out there from a private person or from a dealer. Let's see another example. Here we have a 2007 that is 102,000 miles. That's 1,700 above price. They're asking $12,900 for it. So yeah, on the money, that car is 10. If I told you that this car, mark my words, This car at the auction will go for about $2,500 to $3,000, right? By the time you've repaired that hood, right? By the time you've repaired this hood, you have a car $3,500 to $4,000. So instead of 10, you're all in for about 4,000, right? And now you can rent this car out for 500 to 550 a week. Do the math. If I can rent this out at a minimum of 500 per week, $2,000 a month coming into me, right? And I'm all in for about $4,000. That's with the wrap, with repairing the hood. I've literally recuperated my monies within 2 to 3 months. That is how you make the big money with Uber and Lyft. Not necessarily driving, right, in the in this category. You're not going to make the money driving in this category. You're going to make the money leasing out these type of vehicles to drivers in this category. Now, in this category here, you can really make big money because you could be driving in the Uber and Lyft luxury categories with this car after it's converted to black. And on top of it, you would have your TCP license, your limo license at the back here. This is a California vehicle. And then you would be driving on 3 platforms. So you know, if you're all in for $4,000 and you're on the Lux Uber, Lux Lyft, and the limo category, now you've got to ask yourself, this is a 2007, right? Will it qualify? It may or may not qualify because of the year, right? 2007. They are apparently asking 2012, but this would make the perfect vehicle for someone who wants to drive for a few limo companies, right? That will drive under the banner of a couple of SUV black limo companies that are out there, where they get the trips from the company and they get a percentage, right? So they'll be driving sort of subcontracted. They'll be subcontracted to a couple of limo companies. They don't even have to do Uber and Lyft at all, and they can build out their own private clients, right? With a $4,000 investment. So I'll be there. If you do come to the auction, please wear a mask. If you do come to the auction, introduce yourself and say, hey, my name's Jack, my name's Jill, and I'm bidding against you today. So I know you saw the video. But I just wanted to give you an example how you make the real cash. It's not necessarily about driving around the clock, sitting in the car all the time. It's about picking the cherry trips, the private trips, or even better, having a car like this in your portfolio, or having both, the Prius and the Mercedes, and leasing it out to drivers. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. I also explain everything in great detail at ridesharedrivingschool.com. Please use the code RDS30 if you sign up, and I will gladly teach you the ins and outs. Buying vehicles, setting up all the paperwork, leasing them out, and maximizing your earnings. Have a fantastic day. Thank you. If you have any other questions, do reach out to me. I'll gladly help you with this formula.